Salam guys, this is Gibran. I am back with the second part of spouse visa, or you can say family reunion visa. If you haven't seen the first part, then I would suggest pause the video right now, watch the first part, and you can find the link in the description or on this side, I guess somewhere. I will wait for you. Now, I have made some mistakes in the first video. I'm a human being, I can make mistakes. That's how you learn and evolve. So first, I would like to mention those corrections. Number one, I mentioned in the video that in Pakistan you need a Bay form for the visa, but actually you need an original Nadra computerized birth certificate. It is explicitly written on embassy's website. Number two, if your partner has a student status in Germany, then A1 German language is mandatory to get a family reunion visa. Now let me answer some of the frequently asked questions. Number one, can I invite my spouse on a student visa? Yes, you can invite your spouse, but there are a few good things you should keep in mind. If you got an admission and you are already married in your country and you want to bring your spouse with you to Germany, so far as per my knowledge, it is not possible that you guys can come together. Normally, the student gets 3 months or 6 months visa from embassy. Once they reach Germany, they matriculate themselves in the university, and then after that, their visa is extended. Usually, Ausländerbehörde, or you can say also known as Foreign Office, extends your visa to 1 year or 2 years depending on your program. Once the study visa is extended, then student's spouse can apply for the spouse visa. But your spouse also needs a blog account. Why? Because as a student, you don't earn much. Additionally, if you have a child, then you also need a blog account for your child as well. But if the child is a minor, then you don't need 9,000 euros as a blog account, maybe half of it. I would suggest please consult the embassy or the Ausländerbehörde before going for that. Number two, is there a way to avoid blog account for your spouse? Yes. If as a student you are earning more than 1500 or 1600 euros net salary per month, then you don't need any blog account for your spouse. But the cost of living depends on your city. Please consult Ausländerbehörde for the exact approximate living expenses for the couple because it varies from city to city. Number three, can my spouse work full-time? Yes, as a student, you have limited working hours. But your spouse is free from any of those conditions. Your spouse can find a job and work full-time. It is not a problem. Number four, if your spouse is a PhD student in Germany, then what is the requirement for that? Everything what I mentioned so far in this video or in the last video will remain the same. As a PhD student, if your spouse is earning more than the required salary, then you don't need any blog account for the spouse that you wanted to invite. Now let's jump to some of the general questions. Number one, I mentioned in my video that if you want to change the last name of your wife, then please do it in your country. As in Germany, it is very hard and a lengthy process. Let me explain this with an example. Suppose husband's name is Mr. Ali Anwar and wife's name is Anam Khan. And if the child is born and they want to name him Shahzad Ali because they want to give father's first name as the child's last name, it is not possible. This kid can either get a family name of a father or a mother. In this case, it could be either Shahzad Anwar or Shahzad Khan. So if you are okay with these combinations, then you don't have to change wife's last name. One example from my friend, his last name is Khan and he also wants his child's last name to be Khan. Then it doesn't matter, wife can have any last name, it doesn't matter. One other thing, suppose you didn't change your wife's last name in your country and now you have decided to do it in Germany. Then you can only either give your last name to your wife or you can adopt wife's last name as your last name. But wife cannot take husband's first name as her last name. So I think I have cleared the point. If you are still confused, then please ask in the comment section below. Number two, what is the requirement of the apartment? You should have at least 6 months contract of the apartment at the time you get a call from Ausländerbehörde for house contract and other stuff. If it is less than that, then Ausländerbehörde can create an issue. But this thing mostly depends on your local Ausländerbehörde. If they want, they can also make an issue on 6 months contract. So be prepared. Number 3. What is the procedure if I am getting married to a German national in Germany? I don't know much about it, but whatever I know, I can share it with you guys. If you want to get married, then there is one office which is responsible for marriages in Germany. It's called Standesamt. You have to submit your documents, and then you also have to pay some verification fee, and after that they will do a background check on you. Suppose if you have any criminal record, etc., they will do this. In some cases, they also visit your parents' house in your country. Once you're clear, then you get an appointment. After that, you guys can get married. As I said, I don't know much about it. If somebody likes to mention this, then please do it in the comment section. I will pin your comment, or if you could share the whole process with me, then I will make a video on it. Number 4. Can I invite my parents here in Germany? Yes, you can invite your parents here in Germany, but only on short-term visa, which is only for 90 days. I also made a video on it, how to invite family and friends in Germany. You can also find a link in the description, but if you want to invite your parents here on permanent basis, then it is not possible. So far, what I know, European countries don't give long-term visas to your parents, but in some cases, they can make an exception. Suppose if your parents have no source of income in that country and they are completely dependent on you, and they also don't have any other children except you, or if the country is on war and for the safety of your parents you want to bring them here. Unfortunately, I don't know anybody who has been through this process. The important point in this matter, if you somehow convince the authorities that your parents are completely dependent on you and they can't live alone and also not in the old age homes, then you might have a strong case. I don't have a source to back up this point. I just heard it from somewhere. So I would suggest in this case, please consult an immigration lawyer. I know I might have missed so many questions, important questions in this video as well, but I can't answer every question in these videos. I'm not a lawyer, I'm just a person who is sharing information on the basis of my research and people's past experience. And if you have any special case or question, then please write in the comment section below, or I would suggest please join this FB Facebook group. I found this group very useful. One more important thing which I like to say. In all of my informative videos, I share my and my friends' experiences. They have no legal value whatsoever. Towards the end, I always say this, that in this world of YouTube, like, share, subscribers and comments determine the strength of the channel. If you like me to grow, then please do all those things, or at least some of them. Thank you very much for your time. We will meet next time in another video. Till then, ciao ciao.